Long before Earth's heroes clashed on a patchwork world, an unseen presence watched them. It wasn't a mutant, not a celestial, not even one of the cosmic abstracts. It was simply called the Beyonder, a being so far outside the multiverse that even eternity felt small beside him. The first signs were whispers among those attuned to cosmic currents. Wadu sensed ripples that shouldn't exist. Galactus paused mid-feast, gazing toward an emptiness where no galaxies lived. Something immense was pressing its face against the window of creation. Then came the voice. Soft, curious, echoing everywhere at once. A childlike question asked with infinite weight. What drives beings to fight? It wondered. And with that, the rules of everything changed. Entire chunks of planets vanished. Pieces of New York, the Baxter Building, a Colorado suburb, sections of alien worlds. All were stolen in a blink. The stolen fragments snapped together, forming a single globe hanging in the void, Battleworld. It was stitched together like a quilt, a patchwork laboratory for a god's experiment. On its surface stood a lineup of astonished figures. Spider-Man, Captain America, Storm, Reed Richards, the Hulk, even the mighty Thor. Across from them, a darker congregation gathered, Dr. Doom, Magneto, Ultron, the Wrecking Crew. Hovering above them all, unseen but felt, the Beyonder spoke again. I have summoned you to this place to test your hearts. Slay your enemies, and all you desire shall be yours. That single decree launched the first secret wars. The skies boiled as heroes and villains measured each other, some trembling, some eager. But in that instant, every warrior sensed a truth. They were pieces on a board, and somewhere beyond the stars, someone was watching their every move. What no one realized was how new the Beyonder truly was. He wasn't ancient like the Watchers or Dormammu. He had only just discovered the existence of lesser realities, and now he wanted to touch, to prod, to understand. To him, a universe was a toy waiting to be taken apart. Yet curiosity doesn't mean safety. With limitless strength but no wisdom, the Beyonder was a storm in human form. And soon, his fascination would grow darker, threatening not just Battleworld but the very idea of free will itself. The first clash on Battleworld erupted like thunder. Thor hurled Mjolnir into a wave of villains charging the hero's side. Energy bolts, adamantium claws, and magnetized wreckage filled the air. But behind the chaos was a single, silent witness, the Beyonder. He studied every blow with a scientist's fascination. Each alliance fascinated him more than the violence. Why did Magneto stand apart from the other villains? Why did Doom refuse to rush blindly, choosing instead to analyze the unseen master? To the Beyonder, the experiment was unfolding perfectly. Yet Doom's eyes burned with calculation. He felt the vibration of a supreme intellect in the void and craved its source. While the others fought over territory, Doom sought an escape from the board. He constructed devices from scavenged alien tech, crafting portals and amplifiers. His goal was audacious: seize the Beyonder's power. Elsewhere, the heroes struggled to make sense of the new world. Reed Richards examined its seams, recognizing matter from dozens of realities fused together. Spider-Man joked nervously, masking unease. The X-Men debated whether Magneto truly belonged among them. Everyone felt the weight of invisible eyes. But the Beyonder wasn't merely watching. He began shaping events with subtle nudges. He whispered into minds, tempting them with promises: glory, peace, revenge. Hulk found strength beyond measure, yet his anger grew uncontrollable. Storm felt the planet's storms react to her moods. Even Captain America, ever steady, sensed temptation creeping at the edge of thought. Then came Doom's first strike. With a stolen alien vessel, he launched himself toward the heavens, breaching the void where the Beyonder hid. The others only saw light rip across the sky as Doom vanished. In that moment, the experiment shifted from observation to survival. The Beyonder felt something novel: uncertainty. For all his power, he hadn't predicted a mortal challenging him so quickly. This mortal carried hunger equal to his own curiosity. Their wills collided, one seeking knowledge, the other dominion. Down below, cracks formed in the uneasy alliances. The villains rallied around Ultron's brutal efficiency, while heroes split over how to stop Doom without playing the Beyonder's game. Tension rose with every skirmish. Friendships strained, ethics blurred. Battleworld itself trembled, reflecting the turmoil of those trapped on its surface. And above it all, the Beyonder hesitated. Should he crush Doom, or let this bold creature continue, a new variable in his grand test? That hesitation would prove dangerous, because the moment he allowed choice, the game stopped being his alone. When Dr. Doom returned from the void, he no longer looked entirely human. Alien light coursed under his armor, each step pulsing with raw omnipotence. The Beyonder's power, or at least a portion, now burned inside him. For the first time, Battleworld's god felt something unsettling: vulnerability. Heroes and villains alike paused mid-battle, staring at the tyrant who radiated infinity. Doom raised one gloved hand, and reality rippled. Mountains flattened into plains. Stars shimmered above the sky, then folded back into nothing. He spoke with quiet finality. "The power is mine." The Beyonder observed, intrigued and strangely amused. He could have reclaimed his energy instantly, yet curiosity tethered his hand. How far would this mortal go? Could ambition outstrip divinity itself? That question kept him still while Doom bent Battleworld to his will. At first, Doom styled himself a benevolent ruler. He healed injuries, rebuilt shattered landscapes, even granted Spider-Man a costume spun from alien tech. But fragments of arrogance slipped through the calm veneer. Soon the tyrant demanded obedience, reshaping reality to punish dissenters. Ultron became his thrall. Galactus, though mighty, was forced to bow. The heroes gathered, unsure whether to attack or reason with this new god. Captain America urged caution, while Hulk prepared fists large enough to crack mountains. Reed Richards studied Doom's altered physiology, realizing the strain inside him. Stealing infinite power was one thing. Controlling it was another. That weakness widened when Doom looked inward. The Beyonder's essence wasn't just energy, it was awareness. Bits of an alien mind gnawed at Doom's sanity, whispering temptations and doubts. His victories grew desperate, as if proving he deserved divinity. The experiment had flipped. The scientist was now the subject. Meanwhile, the Beyonder felt emotions he had no name for. Doom's audacity fascinated him, yet it also sparked a primitive instinct: survival. For the first time, the being beyond reality questioned whether granting mortals his essence might end his own existence. He manifested briefly, a shimmer above Battleworld, and spoke in a voice that bent space. "You cannot contain what you don't comprehend." That warning came too late. Doom, trembling under the strain, lashed out with pure thought. He tried to erase the Beyonder entirely, but the act tore holes through Battleworld's fabric. Continents shuddered. Skies cracked like glass, revealing a void hungering to swallow all. In the final confrontation, Doom's might and the Beyonder's true form clashed in silence, so absolute it deafened. The outcome was inevitable. Power reclaimed itself, surging back into the being who had forged the experiment. Doom collapsed, armor smoking, ego scorched to ash. The Beyonder restored Battleworld's pieces, setting heroes and villains safely apart. Yet something had changed inside him. The omnipotent child had tasted risk and felt limitation. For a creature born beyond reality, that was intoxicating. When the warriors were sent home, none could fully remember how the war ended. Only fragments remained: a voice promising reward, a tyrant seizing eternity, a world stitched from stolen skies. But across the multiverse, a faint echo lingered, the Beyonder watching, pondering, waiting for a new game.